Bzzzt. Welcome to the UK's fry up going on over here. Getting fried, Watford Gap style. Good morning, folks. It's 7:23 a.m. on the 20th day, 6th month, 2023. And we got quite the rumblers coming through England today. In Ireland, yeah, you're going to need your raincoats, that's for sure. Put on your Mac. It's a weather attack. And I'll do a quick zoom back and show you some of what you guys can expect over the next 36 to 48 hours. I mean, your totals are going to be kind of high. So I'll zoom back here a little bit. This has been a very rumbly line for me this morning. Internet, if it cuts out, I would assume it's going to be the weather doing it. Lots of Kembami dots out there showing zigzag straight lines of storms. I guess they're predicting a lot of chem today. Little boom boom on top of a cloud deck will definitely yield larger condensates. The Netherlands is going to take a bath as well, and parts of Germany are slated for some very high totals in the coming week. We get a shellacking here actually. Watch this. Ooh. So what's coming over in the next 24 hours for Ireland in particular is not too good. Look at the predicted straight lines out at sea. Come on. They're showing you chemtrails right in front of your eyes on a graph predicted for days from now where the heavy totals are in straight lines. Come on. So watch yourselves over here. Watch yourselves if you're planning on doing any campings out or anything, enjoying your summertime activities along these coastlines here. Some of your 10-day totals are looking kind of high. Okay, hey Sligo. So we'll be watching for this. We're just taking a shellacking. This absolute line of storms is coming through here today. It's really, really horrendous. If I go to the weather radar and show you the last 12 hours how quick this moved along all of Europe, has experienced a line of some of the sand and warmth from the Sahara has met that cold pocket of air that's been living down on top of us. I'm hoping it's going to bring some warm air behind it. Hey, Germany. Hey, Andy, you're going from the frying pan into the fire. Yeah, he says he's going over Germany today. Yeah. There's going to be a bit of action over there, Germany. Let's have a quick look for you. Oh, look at the fryer on under here. They didn't disguise that too well. Look right here at the beginning. In the beginning, just all these little rays pointing straight at a radar station here. Getting fried in Germany now, huh? You no longer need the oven. The fryer could come to you. And, you want to see when the gas chamber comes to you, what it looks like. It's like this over Australia. Wow, huh? Yeah, we'll get back to you. Yeah, the frying of our weather is well evident. So the corridor for flow is right through here. It's all been created by these next rads here. It ain't going to go into further Germany until those next rads cut off. And then they cut off. It's going on top of a big one here. A blaster over here. Blaster from master. They think they're your master. Remember, there's only one master. And that's your creator. Until you figure that one out and get to be oneness with the big oneness, you're going to have lots of problems in life. So we got the fryers on in England. And I'm going to run through what they say you're going to get. And then I'm going to zip down under. And I got to show you Western Australia. You got 6 days to an inundation. And so some of you places out there in the swaths of are going to want to pay attention to this. If you got mining equipment down in a hole, you're going to want to move it. Some swaths are going to need your gates of your farms opened up so the animals can freely move and migrate to their own safety. Put out food and water for them. Why? Because you're a humane being and it's what you do. You're going to get prepared for an event. Nothing going on here, Clyde. Let's just move this along. I'm going to do the jumps. And it's about 4 days from now. You get a schmackaroo there, Ireland. Moisture. Germany. You see the big Selgo crest here? I imagine that rocked through Paris. Oh, Oh, another smackaroo. Has some wetness from the derriere. And the UK should experience a bit of a high. It means they're going to turn the harp on over in Aberforth over in Wales. Yeah, because our totals are not extreme. Just enough to keep the gardens wet. And we'll set our drag chems back over at Germany. Oh, look at that. Look at the big line being driven over Scotland. The moisture continues for you guys. It will go all the way back now. That's all I got to say about that, you guys. Yeah, I'm going to zip across the world now. Look at the totals here. Look at the totals. Totals. Oh my fucking god, would you look at the gilt. So they're planning another event through here and another big tendril here to be manipulated off the coast of Thailand, Myanmar, and the Penis Insula over here that's insulated. What's this thing that says stung? I saw a name a minute ago. It distracted my eyes. Okay, well, we'll get away from that. The poor Nagpur are going to get nagged by the geoengineers. What do they want here? The confluence of these rivers. Whatever's growing over here is going to cease. That's 5-day totals. 10-day totals. Might as well double up. Okay, so you guys got a big situation unfolding again. Be careful what you wish for. You wish for a bunch of rain in India. Well, you got it. It's very, very man-made and manipulated. With manipulations going on. The Mumbai radar, which is so often offline during weather events, might be conveniently so again. The blaster down here today. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'll go to we can get to one like parsnip over here at Paradip. You're frying people over there. Yeah, that next rad radar is exceedingly guilty of weather manipulation. Yeah, the environment of Bangladesh looks like it's going on continually as we zip on down, moving down, just like a tendril of moisture under a big beam until we get to the object of the, oh my gosh, what's going to go on of it all. So as I zoom in here, some of the storms that came over Karatha today, you can clearly see the beam line cutting through here like pieces of slices of old cheesecake out there. But it would be like a rotten, stinking bishop cheese. It would not be one you would want for dessert. And people doing this names are just desserts. Carata. It's not like a name belongs in Venezuela. Carata. Hey, Hansel. What are you thinking about? Keeping up appearances? Yeah, that's what the press does. They're just keeping up appearances of normalcy. Oh my. Oh, these radar rays are pointing right toward a radar station manipulating a storm. Right? And you see that sweat right there? It's an overlap of two merged signals from one station to another. Or overlapping beam. One goes on one level of the atmosphere, one's on another. They don't know quite how to merge the image. Hey, so I have to go look now for an anomaly over here. Oh, that would have been 9 hours ago. It won't be on here. It only goes 4 hours back. Hey, so I'll go for 6 hours back. Bring yourself to the forest, 3 hours, 15 minutes. What do we have here? Port headlands beaming. Beaming. You see it blasting. Bzz, 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 bzz. You can't hide these frying skies from my eyes. The eagle eyes have landed. It's the Kubrick look. Suddenly there was no storms there. Would you just turn off sensitivity of radar? There's nothing to see and then everything to see. That's where you know they're hiding their guilt. That's where you know when they're covering up the surveillance camera so you can't see nothing. And that was the storms coming through just then. You had a few rumblers come through down here. There's some heavy cells to wet the gardens. Wetting the gardens, wetting the cows, blaming the cows for the chem. It's not cow farts in the atmosphere doing this. This is a corporation. Turn the radar on, turn the radar off. You may see it, you may not see it, not see it, not see it, see it, not see it, not see it, see it. See it? On enough, no data. It's like the original Star Trek series. It ain't got no data. See the beam shooting out? Couldn't even take that off. Big beam just shooting out over here. Boom, 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 bzz, bzz. Fry in your ashes. Fry, 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 fry. Here they come on a run, and they got some chem bombs for you, son. And all of the next rounds get you fried, fried, fried. Just a great big square of action over here, Takaka. It is not normal to have squares all the time over the top here. So let's see if we can match that one up, because that's definitely soon enough to see. Kaka. It has the word kaka in it. Good morning, Monica Mandalin. You are welcome. Who said it? That I didn't see quick enough. So, Takaka, do you have a square forming over the top of you? Square in the eye. We must confront the ugly things. And this is an ugly thing to confront. Confront. We gotta confront the cunts. We gotta confront the cunts. Let's confront the cunts. Confront a cunt. Confront a cunt. Confront a cunt. The confront a cunt from Connecticut. Oh, would you look at the bombs? Oh my God, look at them going off, blowing off your coat. Just breathe it. Have it. Geoengineering right up your noses, right up your old wazoo will come the excuses that want trillions of dollars in taxes that must not be given away to people that will do this with billions. What are they going to do? What's the world going to look like when it's admitted to? I don't want an inhaler with acid vapors in it, and I don't want the acid rain like I was seeing in Melbourne with very, very acidic, very low sixes. It looked like 6.2, 6.3 pH, which is acid rain, and that was falling over in these clouds here that were descending on the top of Melbourne this morning, ironically by somebody named Mel. Hey Mel, how'd the air smell? Did the air smell, Mel? I could not resist that. Look at the sickness mix streaming over the major population centers of Australia, going over the Bruce Highway over here while everybody's stuck in traffic or on their way home, because you're always stuck in traffic on that sucker. It was designed to burn gas. Ooh, my high-walled highways, leaky batteries, and barbecue cars. The barbecue by Tesla. Ooh, would you look at the guilty streamers here? Do you think this is natural? This is a lot of deployments of sickness mix. How you guys feeling? Coughing? Could be lots of stuff in this mix that we all deserve an honest answer for, as a swastika just went by. Just on by. See the lines? Sticker. Klaus's friends. Uncle Adolf had a plan. The fourth industrial revolution, the golden age, pure bloods, call it what you will. Boom, 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 plum, plum, plum. Boom, 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 boom. And our skies are far from clean. The more they have, the less we'll ever gain. To this game, you may stay a slave. While call me a rover, a wanderer, a nomad, a vagabond, call me what you will. At least I call black, black, and white, white. And ain't no false skylashes when I see them. Look at the descending chemical catalyst descending upon an area that's going to have serious inundations, serious problems. Is I'm going to roll you through what they got planned for you. And we're going to hop to it. And New Zealand, I'm going to include you in this. Just look. Look at this. Just watch. You have to watch this. And I'm going to do it in all its glory, because I have to have a drink of water, which means I'm hopping up. So watch this for a moment. Oh my. Look at the eyes of Moloch staring straight up your eyeballs. Right, he jumps up, gets it. Watch this, rolls the tape. Watch what's coming. Watch the dance of the two low pressures as they crest over the corner of Australia. absolute shame that your weather is already owned and sold in corporate. It is. Acquiesce Weather, Australia Weather Services, where you can buy a sunny day for somebody else's wedding at the expense of what? Where there is death, there's always death. But there's sunshine, there's always going to be shade somewhere else. So when you give your woes to someone else, that's wrong. I can understand them turning on a radar at this point over here in Auckland to destroy this storm. By blasting its very center, they could send Blenheim on it and defend against this weather attack from a private rogue man known as Bill Gates and his foundations. And the BlackRock computer that owns so much of the land that's being bought under the names of other people. I have a client that wants. This client buying stuff without a person with a signature in front of you with a heart that beats needs to cease. We have to have real buying going on because you got the land being bought up by BlackRock computer and it don't matter. Bill Gates could go chips all in. They could margin call him at the end of his stock. And is he worth everything he says on paper? Can he pay? Could Rothschild even pay their debts if the margin was called for them at the end of this stock day? On Brewster's Million, who gets handed the dollar in a toilet stall that day would be us. As we get in toward the here's your action day. I'll put the pressure back on so you can have a quick look at what's coming. Right. You got a one on each side. That means one's going to feed the other. This is higher than that's lower. So slight breeze over the top of the island. But as it accelerates around the corner, the slight breeze is going to increase dramatically. Watch the pressure drop and she has to form a second low. Boom. She ate it. Bye. And back. Bubbling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's the 983 comes through the bite. I'm looking at the numbers, get to learn the numbers, and this is all being fed by a 1037 down here and a 130 over here, and that means there's a low dog down here. See them all leaning? There's a low dog down here. Where's your tug? 950. 57. The lowest one is the 950 in the hemisphere. Look at how tight together these isobars are. The 1088 in Antarctica can only be done with atmospheric heating or one of these devices planted in the ices. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Their almighty ices out there in Antarctica are hiding more than just a light collector. I'm looking for neutrinos. I'll tell you that. They got the honeycomb hideout down there, that's for sure. Okay, here you go, 26th. Long stretch and high. So you'll get a wind between those two highs. High pressure used to mean bluebird sky, right? Is what we used to call it. Glorious days. Now it means storms because the created pressure differences themselves are the dynamics that make storm. A vacuum is change of pressure from one to the other, from a higher to a low. One pulls the other. It's not. It's also a brand of something you vacuum with, but it's not a particular number. See, this high over your whole country, you shouldn't have rain. But your 14 to 18 lines all up here, you shouldn't even have it down that low. It's all going to be chem-induced. It's all going to be forced flow between the differences of the pressure drops from these numbers here and the numbers here, which means you're going to get a side bubble up, which is bad news for you guys. So I'll have to I'm going to go back a little bit because I'm sure you saw the sneaky go on with the whip around and everything right over to the top of you guys. Now coming on the 25th, my time, I have to keep throwing that in there. That should have trucked off that I-66, but she curveballs back in because there's nowhere for her to go because the 1037 here is feeding this 948 down here. Right, so she has to go that way. Now you got dynamics of flow. This one's counterclockwise, that's clockwise, right? Because it's the southern hemisphere. If it was northern, those numbers would be opposite, and then things get interesting when you try to predict the equator. Now you got to start thinking, who's bringing the cold air up and which way is it going? All right, this one here is coming that direction, pumping down into this one, which is pumping down squeeze point, which is catching a wind, right? It's bringing it all the way in and up. And down and around and up and over Western Australia. You into this storm here. This is very complicated. Some of the stuff you're going to have to think on. And it gets pinched through here is why you end up with a tendril, right? While they mix this tropical flow. In India, you guys get a game. Really big bad times coming. for your inundations of your monsoon season. It came a little soon. This should be summertime for you guys. Tourist season. Growing of the fruits, growing of the food that feeds 1 billion plus people. But it's not going to grow that well this year. Because, well, there's been so much rain, and, well, like the rhyme I often say, soggy rice, and that tastes nice. The molds and stuff that are going to get in the grains could sour them. These poor folks, the famine that's coming is not to be underestimated in any way, shape, or form. And this line of storms that came in on the 26th is taking its time moving across. It's packing a wallop. It's going to be very dangerous along some of these lines through here. Where they say the tendril's going to go, it looks to be fed between here and Kununurra. Yeah, I'm not totally agreeing with this line of broom. They have a habit of putting a line down. So if the move right now is to swell the streams, the move coming on the 26th will kill the dreams. My God, what was coming this way? I hate to say the name Fitzroy Christian, but Fitzroy Christian, Halls Creek, Derby again. These areas here are in the sweat of accumulations of deadly totals again. So if you've got mining equipment down in holes, again, I got to stretch to get them out. Get to that point. It's time for you to start thinking about your wet plan, because you ain't got too much time to react before the swelling of the streams and the storms that kill the dreams come along. Let's look at some of the totals now for the same old New Zealand song and dance here. Wet, 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 wet. Let me turn some of the pressures off here. These lines bothering my eyes. Right, 10 days total, still predicted to be very, very high. You're going to have the saggy, prune-shaped thumb. Of course, you have all wrinkly from it, never drying out. Oh, yeah, that's almost 1/3 of a meter they got scheduled for the thumb to hook storms up and around. It looks worse on a few of the other ones, I got to tell you that, where they got the entire Esk Valley entirely inundated with 15 to 16 centimeters of water in a straight line sweat that's running from Kaikoura all the way out to Takaka. And so the rivers are going to be running right through the neck of the Kiwi over here. Oh. That's his crest. Actually, that'll be beak, that'll be crest. Or mandible. I've yet to determine where it's going to fit in my imaginary. That's right. Call imaginary, call a fact a fact. You know what the fact is? You guys got sprayed like bugs over in New Zealand. So I'll go to you first this time because you hung around so well on that. Look at the bomb going off over here. I got a big P in the sky. P in the sky. They're peeing in the sky, man. Not just the green jay is standing over the core of the peas these days. Oh my God, would you look at the gilt? This is bumping this is bumping this, and then the rain comes, and you get a 666 over here. Very devilish cloud formation. Zooming all across. Oh, look at the boom boom plumes off the coast of Nelson, Richmond here. Pluma Nazis they are. They don't want you to see this. And will I load worldview without telling them? I will. I'm going to do the quick zoom on here in a minute. They're not expecting me. When you least expect it, expect it. Bam, 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 boom. Bam, 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 cam, bam, bam, bam. Spare me, blue skies, please. Give us back our orange, yellow sun, quickly, or we'll get you on your knees. Hey, it's time for them to get on their knees and take 20 cc's of their own medicine. Because their love is a bad medicine, very bad medicine. Your sky's full of bad medicine. Chem bombs are not healthy. Can't you see? And if you say they are, you're a controlled opposition tool and you're trying to kill people with your advice. You bozy. Telling people chemtrail spray is something healthy. What is wrong with you? Where's your proof of this besides your opinion? Yeah, I showed you documents that said chemicals. Look at the V shape in your sky. Hey, put some more Grecian formula on your hair and not be happy with who you are. Oh, boom. Oh, plume. Oh, boom. Oh, plume. Why don't you run for election and not put your name on the ballot again? Isn't that called fraud? Boom, 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 boom. You like to call me stuff like that. How did I scam you out of a free forecast? Scumbags. the shit you guys put me through this week. Really enjoyed the show I did. That radio show was very, very fun to do. I succeeded in my non-swearings. I had a list of adjectives pulled up, and I worked them in. Well, some cool music played. And I'm not sure when that's going to be posted for re-listening to, but I'm looking forward to that. And so thank you for having me on your show, Faye. I really enjoyed that. That's why I was too tired to do your forecast last night. I was just too tired. I'm so tired of showing chem bombs every day. Chem boom boom boomins are not retired. My mind is on the blink. Here's blinking skies. Look at the knuckles nucleus over here, the circle bomb with a dot right in the center, going across a microwave matrix that's undeniable. See the outflow boundary make a square? Whammo. One came down, one came up, and two girls drank from a cup. Your sky is the cup, drink it up. Drink it up. Boom, 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 boom. Sprayed you up. Boom, 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 plum, 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 plum. Yeah, you didn't sleep all night. The chem babes got. They go all night. The boom, boom twats. Look at the sky, can't you see? I'm gonna take their pants down now. Let's take their pants down. Let's see if we can catch them before they alter the feed. Quick. Quick, before they alter the feed. Yeah, no lines yet. Look at the chem rams here over the Bay of Plenty of Chem. Holy mother of pearl, look at that clear image. Yeah, they didn't expect me. I didn't load this at all today. It'll come on now. I noticed they put on these little lines after I load the images up. So I don't see as clearly these dots that I'm beginning to show you here with these little pixelated lines beginning to appear. Uh-oh, he's on. Uh-oh, he's doing it. Look at here over the waters between the islands. The waters between the islands being toxified. Look at this line of chemtrail crap. It's not naturally occurring cloud formations over the top of you. Nazified skies, man. Who won the war? EMF on one deck. Frying low on another. Frying Christchurch. Chem bomb in Christchurch. Chem bam bammy bendy 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 bomb bomb bomb. They love you, so you're screwed. Absolutely screwed. Have it without a choice. Do. Your sky looks like do boom boom and plum boom and plum. What a fucking shame. This is not healthy. If you say you're a pilot and you say that chemtrails are not real, you're a liar, and you're using your credential to add validity to a statement which is wrong. Very wrong to do it. It's known as lying. Don't be a liar with your pants on fire while my world is burning because a bunch of pants ain't burning. And now we start to see the lines across Australia and Lake Hindmarsh Lake Reserve. What are you going to change that name to? Can I rename all the town? Bada bing, bada bang, bada bong. Yeah, I definitely want one called Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Chem bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. We're going to change the name of the whole country to Kim Bada Bing Bada Bang Bada Boom. Bada Bing Bang Bong. Bada Bong Bang Bang. And the Great Australian Bye will now be called the starvation because everybody got fluoridated teeth and they fell out. Even because we brushed them extra hard. Put the really hard brush in here. That'll really help you get the blacks off. Oh my, look at this. Crisscross to make me jump over here. Chemtrail, dot of the bomb. Square edge clouds everywhere I look. Streamers of death over the Murray Sunset National Park, where they parked some kind of shit and deployed it all over your asses. Oh my, would you look at the guilt there? Wow, that's quite a line of crap. Right, a line of crap. The crawler of Gawler, Adelaide, rumble fist your ass. Ain't no whale's gonna be navigating good through here. If you guys get a beaching, I'm gonna blame these beamins. Throwing off the navigation of the beautiful creatures of the sea that everybody says they love, but yet you want to block the sunshine of things that grow up that they eat. What is wrong with the species that would do that? It's beyond parasitic. It's a narcissistic species. Look at the face and the eye and the nose and the mouth and the greedy glutches right there with the elbow, giving the people's elbow to the double. The bing bang bong and the bing bang bong. Big curved line. I bet that's not good for you guys today. How are you looking over there? So let's have a quick peek here. Which one I want to look? I want to look at you. I don't want to look at you, but I'm gonna go look and see how wet the entrance is. Oh my god. The entrance is all crisscrossed with lines. Needs a shave. The pubes are growing wild around the entrance. Oh my. Look at the sky. Look at the chemtrails here. Look at the bombs. This is what it looks like when the gas chamber comes to you. The colors on. They are killing us. Never say I never warned you. This is toxic air that would be blamed on other things. This is going to be carrying dust from the desert into his wall. Absolutely well. You got a lot of wind dynamics whipped up out here that you can't see. But I can see the squares here. You can't see it because it's covered in clouds. Clouds. Clouds of Klaus's bullshit. We do not need to block the sun, ever. All we need is honest weather forecast with radar that we could visibly see what's going on. Not these pixelated crap where they turn their stuff on and off. All I see is clouds over the top in New Zealand. Right? You ain't got all this clear going on. You got haze here, haze there, clouds there, straight lines here, there, and everywhere. But when I look at your weather radar, you don't see nothing. They show you nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's useless. Absolutely useless. Well, the same with the National Loopy over here from the Bureau of Morons. It's must be all the crap coming out of their bums. I'm surprised they don't blame those two and say, oh, we got to get rid of those. They drink water. That store is clearly pinned by Alice South. That line. Clearly pinned. The blasters of Brisbane, Iran. There's three of them. Did they got the top one? No. They've learned. Just, no clouds at all. Nothing to see. Indefinitive radar data is not acceptable. You can't keep safe with a little dot here when you know you've got storms and chem coming over. You might have people with breathing problems. They're going to want to know where the plumes are coming. Right? They're going to want to know that your entire country is covered in cloud. And when you turn on your weather radar, it's just not showing it like all that, is it? It's just not showing it like all that. Like clouds always just contract and go back up, little squares, boom, 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 like that. I call bullshit on their radar. I call bullshit on their climate change excuses. And I call bullshit on you if you don't help me do something about this. And right now I'm worried about Western Australia and the line of planned destruction that's coming to them. I'm worried about the Esk Valley again. It's on my mind. When I see totals of the somethings to the nothing, this is, on any given day, there is a centimeter of rain is big bad business. Right? When it comes fairly quickly and all at once. But when they're talking on the tens, you're sticking 16, 18, and 20 centimeters down in a swat that had terrible destruction last year. I gotta say, what are they doing? Running their plan of destruction and just tweaking it out again from last year? And if so, it's wrong. And if we're right kind of people, we're going to right these wrongs. Heavy totals are unacceptable to go unspoken about. And they even give me shit if these totals don't happen is wrong. What's wrong is you're not being warned ahead of time. What's wrong is that all these wrongs are not being righted. Say no to the Paris Agreement. It has not been passed at all. It can be stopped. Trillions of dollars in taxes added onto all your bills should be incentive enough to the people that don't care about Mother Nature, that don't care that their mother is being toxified and poisoned. Every inch of this screen area here is influenced by microwaves and chem bombs, the chemical catalyst to propagate the waveforms of undisclosed things. And we deserve an honest answer to what is in our skies. We deserve no experimentation on other life on this planet any further for the benefit of corporations. Big love. Peace.